Welcome, everybody. We're filming in a zoo, literally a cage. Hello.
Hello.
Coming at you from Canada, where
The Great White Outdoors. That's what they call it.
Great White North.
The Great White North. I think that's Game of Thrones.
I think it's just the Great Outdoors, and then the Great White North.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Listen, I'm in Sealand. Okay, we're in person. The audio sounds like shit, but listen, forgive us. Okay, we're having a good time, and we're all happy.
Diego flew in at the one airport in Canada, and I rode my moose to go pick him up.
He rode his moose. They checked all my shit because I'm brown.
Yeah,
and
that was rough.
Took like an hour, but it's all good, dude. And we're here, and no news has happened
Since our last recording.
Since our last recording,
it's gonna be tough to even find something to talk
about
today,
because
honestly.
you know, America's just been really on its
it was crazy how like Bernie Sanders killed Trump in single combat and made himself president, and now everything's good. He said everybody gets a puppy.
Who knew he was so good at jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
He fucking just
He kinda
seeing him
looks like
strangle the life out of DJT was kind of awesome. And the light leave his eyes.
DJT makes him sound way cooler than he
I know.
I can't wait to see both of their faces like kirkified and like.
Oh, just like me in my picture that I showed you guys from when I was younger.
Yeah.
I literally just look
that was
kirkified.
what you look like.
You are kirkified.
I might put that picture up, just of my face, because
Just the face.
just my face, yeah, because I fucking do look like Charlie Kirk, like insanely.
It's like I actually because you were saying the words when you showed me, and I thought it was a photo of Charlie Kirk. Genuinely.
That's fucked up. You know what? That's too far. And we're stopping this podcast.
That's okay. I have a confession. I actually haven't told anyone this because I walked to my climbing gym and there's a photo wall kind of on the way there, and on it there's a guy that looks so much like Epstein.
Oh no! I thought you were gonna say Kirk.
No. It makes me double take every single time
That's
I do
crazy.
it, and then I go Epstein.
That guy has an unfortunate life.
And my follow up to that is I was watching like an early season of Grey's Anatomy, White Women's One Piece, and there's just a guy whose name is Epstein, and every time it's said, I just giggle like that's not normal.
Call Dr. Epstein. He's like, just comes. Never mind.
So just like
he's actually at the island.
is a last name actually, I heard. So
enough silly talk, guys. A white woman has been killed.
It's
And look, and that's the worst thing that can happen.
That's the canary in the coal mine. Because if cops aren't still protecting white women, like
what are they protecting?
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
it's
the number one scapegoat back in the day. He hurt a white woman. He had sex with a white woman. Now he blasts a white woman and they have immunity?
Absolute.
Damn. And it sucks because when you talk about it like that, even before to get into it, obviously we're talking about the murder of Renee Good, 37-year-old mother, poet.
we'll get to the Jesse Waters stuff later.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, she is a poet.
She is a poet.
Obviously we don't know her, but seemingly just a normal person, citizen,
a literal soccer
widowed mom, just an
Just
American person, you know what I mean? And when you see the video, you have half a brain. I mean, tell that guy was out for blood.
He is clearly so agitated. Like, there's kind of a new clip going around that, because he's recording.
Right.
During the shooting.
And it's not even a body cam, right? I mean,
no, it was
his
his
camera,
cell phone.
right? Or a cell phone. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, or a camera.
I guess camera, but yes.
Yeah, and I think, God, I feel so bad for her wife because,
dude,
she's clearly, angry with the officer and is, telling him off. Which is, as she should.
Which a lot of people have been doing as well.
And it's her legal right to do so. She did not do anything wrong,
no.
her or her wife. But this guy is clearly, pissed off. I swear they're in constant state of pissed off. But, that happens, and he's filming her, and she's filming him, and then he's walking her in the car. And so he's, so clearly pissed. And, like you said, out for blood. You can see in the video... He is grabbing his gun early.
The whole time. And it's, kind of fucking ridiculous. It's just blatant murder. And they're on her car, And quite literally in the not body cam, but in the cell phone footage, you hear her say, like, I don't have a problem with you, dude, you're good. Like, it was over. But these guys were, like, hanging on her car, so she starts driving away. It's not even, like, a violence. It's, like, not even revved up. Like, nothing was even happening. They grab onto her car. Like they're not letting her go, which is not... She wasn't obstructing an arrest from what I've seen. She's observing.
And you see her in one of the witness videos waving a different vehicle through.
Yeah.
Like, she's clearly trying to leave, but her wife's not in the car, and... Like, they're waving people through because she is not blocking the whole road. She is not obstructing anything. She is literally letting people pass, and then these guys stop. And, like, I know this time they are actually, like, labeled as ICE. But, like, the, like, fear of a man yanking on your, like, car door like that is just, like... Oh, like, it just sends my, like, obviously, like, she literally gets murdered in the clip, but, like, that part, totally. It actually just, like, sets my teeth on edge, because, like, I just, like, every woman knows that fear.
Right. And her reaction was not only justified, but I think it was measured. Like, she's just driving away.
Yeah, she literally see her back up, turn her wheels to the right, and slowly start accelerating away.
Right, and ICE has no jurisdiction over her at all. They should... If she wasn't obstructing the arrest, which is the only time they can arrest a citizen. She was being an observer. Yelling at someone is not obstructing an arrest. You can call an ICE a fucking pussy-ass bitch. That's not obstructing an arrest. That's just being truthful.
It's just hurting your feelings.
Yeah, which is the number one thing that gets you fucking shot.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, do you want to watch the clip?
They are Renee Nicole Good's final words.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Captured on this cell phone video. Recorded by ICE agent Jonathan.
Like, that being her last words is like, we're good, dude.
Like literally diffusing. Doing what a law enforcement officer can't do at all.
But other countries are trained to do. Yeah.
Like, a lot. We need to move on.
Yeah. No, it's hard. I mean, I haven't. It's like when you... And then, like, hearing her whine.
So is that her car? That's her car?
Yeah, that's her car. And, like, you just... Oh. Yeah, you see it, like, go off.
I haven't been able to just watch the video.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
we're gonna make you watch it now.
I force myself, of course. Like, I don't... It's, like, a privilege to not be able to see this stuff, and I think I don't have that privilege, especially with the situation. So I need to watch this shit. It's awful. I mean, it's it's not even like the goriest thing, because we've seen fucking Charlie Kirk fountain spout.
And I didn't watch that one. Like, I can't do gore.
No, I mean it's tough. It's tough anyway to watch that one. I fuck Charlie Kirk, but it's so hard watching someone die. But like in this one, it's just so like the car just goes off and hits it's harrowing. I don't know what to even say. It's just fucking awful. Okay, and yeah.
And like, so sorry, but did they cut off the rest of his cell phone
Ross,
footage?
Who shot her Wednesday morning in Minneapolis. The footage begins with Agent Ross approaching Good, who is sitting in her SUV. You can hear Good say to him, "She's not mad."
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. We don't change our plates every morning.
Good's wife, standing outside the car, is also filming.
It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later.
And like, she's being fine, just to be clear. It's not her responsibility in any way, but I just...
telling Good to get out of the car.
Out of the car. Get out of the car.
Good's wife
Yeah, she is also trying to enter the vehicle, clearly so they can leave, but her wife has locked the doors because men are approaching her, so she's not going to unlock it in that setting.
Tries to open the door as Good reverses and begins to drive away. The camera goes down as Ross, who is still standing, yells out, then fires 3 shots. Seconds later, a voice is heard cursing Good.
Like, this is one of his shots.
Cursing Good. You mean the guy that just fucking killed her and said, "Fucking bitch"?
Crashes her car down the road.
A voice is heard.
I think they censored it.
It's just so awful, but yeah, I feel like we didn't get a good clip of that, but he just curses her out after that.
And this is something that someone on TikTok said, so whatever. But they were like, one time I hit a bird on the road and I cried. I killed a bird and I cried. Like, this is not a normal human reaction to be like, "Fucking bitch."
As you shoot somebody in the head 3 times.
She's also like, now that I'm in Canada, driving in snow, she can't fucking run you over. She can't hurt you. See how what her tires were in, dude?
Tractions, yeah.
That shit was
Traction.
yeah. You have no traction. It's bullshit. And even in the clip, we'll talk about it. But you can see where he's standing. Like no one is in danger. She's not trying to run anyone over.
Yeah.
And the fact that anyone's eating the boot enough to believe that, you're not believing what you're seeing, right? Like you are literally insane.
Here, I'll turn this back on here. This is the first shot. That's what this is.
He's
here.
already on the
and
side
you
of the
can
car.
see his foot and the turned wheel. Like you can see that there is no way that he was going to be run over, because here's the thing, is if he was going to be, he would have been, because she loses control of the vehicle.
Right.
Obviously, because she's dying. And so if he was doing that, wouldn't have stopped him from being hurt or killed if he was going to be.
Right.
The DHS advises you or whatever, like the rules of engagement about what to do when you're threatened by a moving vehicle, and all the things are just get out of the way. Shooting them doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like they literally, so they are like under the like Department of Homeland Security. So there's a set of like rules of, I was gonna say engagement. That's not the right word.
That's for
use of force.
Right.
And it literally basically like recommends them not shooting into a moving vehicle, vessel, aircraft, or any other conveyance, like unless it's justified, and we can get to that. But the next sentence is literally like, basically fucking think about it, dude, because what hazards are posed by shooting somebody that's in a moving vehicle? Like the fact that there's a dog. Cops don't care about dogs. We know that. Not that these are real
ATF
cops.
loves shooting dogs.
They fucking love shooting dogs, so that doesn't matter. But her wife is behind her. Another civilian behind her.
Also,
his fellow officers are like beside him on the side that he's shooting.
And even if we're talking about like the way the wheels were turned, she would hit her wife then, because she was on the side of the car towards the door towards the end of the video. So what the fuck are we talking about here? And we're looking at the same thing. So it's clearly just people, when they're talking about they have immunity and because whatever the justified use of force, it's bullshit.
And it's, to be clear, like there is that caveat of like, what is the justified use of force? And this is not one of those cases. Think about public safety and think about like, are there other alternatives to using deadly force? Because it's super fucking dangerous to shoot somebody that's in a moving vehicle. Because like, if there was a pedestrian there, like they're lucky she hit parked cars, because otherwise she would have hit a house.
It's also, it's not like your foot, like your foot's not done. You're not in. You're still, the vehicle's on. You're gonna press the gas. Like it's ridiculous.
And there's there's literally talk about deadly force when like pursuing a fleeing subject,
which she was doing.
Which is not a fleeing subject.
Not a fleeing subject.
But
She's not
a subject. She's just fleeing.
It's like even if you do all of the like worst case scenarios, like they did have any like reason to like apprehend her, they're still wrong. Even if you think maybe like there's no argument about maybe she would have hit him, because she didn't. She lost control of the vehicle.
Even if
she
she
slammed
hit him,
her foot down on the gas, and she didn't hit him.
You're a fucking public servant. Take it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, there was I have not substantiated this, but there is. I've heard that he was involved in like he got dragged by a car previously. This officer, Jonathan Ross, because we should say his name. Because fuck that.
Ross,
her name is everywhere. Which I'm sure that's like also it's a like good thing to have recognition of this, but like Jonathan Ross is a murderer.
Fucking murderer, pig piece of shit.
Yeah. But apparently he has been like dragged by a vehicle before, but he's also still fucking walking.
And also it's still your responsibility to not escalate like that. It doesn't matter. Like I don't give a fuck about your trauma, then don't be a fucking ICE officer. If you can't handle someone driving away, then don't be a fucking ICE officer.
Yeah,
why is the onus on the citizens?
Just,
This is what fucking pisses me off. Just comply. Even if she didn't fucking comply, she's not pointing a gun at him. It's not. There's no justification for lethal force, especially for a fucking U.S. citizen. Regardless, I mean they shouldn't use it on immigrants either. Obviously, my family are immigrants, or some of them. So I wouldn't advocate for that either, but it doesn't matter. Like, someone not complying in a non-violent way does not call for getting shot in the fucking face.
No, it's
an execution. That was an execution
It
that we
was a
saw.
state execution, and it's just
And
like
it's not the first time we've seen something
20
like that.
levels removed from anything that would be even remotely justifiable
Well,
under
'cause,
any kind of
you
U.S.
know-
law. And it's not even like law should be your dictation of morality on something necessarily. You know, slavery was legal. Lots of legal things.
What
have
Adolf
been
Hitler did
horrific.
was legal.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
But even by that standard, the law and order party, though, I mean, conservatives are all the only hypocrisy. The only thing they'll say is what serves them that day. They'll become they'll become the anarchy party as soon as that serves their interests more. There's no legal justification. He has no jurisdiction to even put himself in that situation. Even if he did, he handled the situation as badly as possible under the publicly available way that DHS are supposed to conduct themselves and are supposedly trained to conduct themselves.
But even in that situation, I don't think even a fucking taser is justified. Like, there's
No.
nothing justified.
Well, because also you have to think about, like, you are a public servant. You are supposed to be serving the public. You have to think about what incapacitating a person driving a vehicle does. If you tased her in that, she probably does the exact same. Well, she doesn't die, but she probably smashes into those cars that could have people in them. There could have been pedestrians. There could have been a different fucking officer. If all you care about is ICE agents, there could have been another one that got killed by that.
Yeah, if you really care. And people don't care. They are just, what's my side saying? That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no context that people are even trying to glean from this, and that's what's fucking crazy. Like, the cult has gotten that strong that a pure white woman isn't causing outrage.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. I
I mean,
mean,
they marched into lockstep. It's like disturbing how you saw Kristi Noem like within hours out in her latest outfit bought by taxpayer dollars, her stupid fucking cowboy hat. Oh my god.
yeah. No,
With
honestly,
her ugly ass Mar-a-Lago face.
she wishes she had a Maduro fit. Ugly ass bitch.
$7,000 taxpayer funded plastic surgery on her face, and she fucking walks out there and like literally in classic cult, like there's no real plan. They're just like lie aggressively. So yeah, she was a domestic terrorist, but also don't ask me about it because the FBI is investigating. You need to see all the evidence. But also she was definitely a domestic terrorist. I know this with complete certainty, even though I heard about this event 5 minutes ago.
And I think there's also people that are justifying it because of how open and, I don't want to say popularized, but just how frequent state-sanctioned violence is happening to citizens. Like, I mean, I think people started becoming really aware. Obviously, like, Rodney King was a huge point for, like, the big public, but, like, you know, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, all this kind of stuff. And when you... I actually completely just fucking... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's become normalized, so when you see someone not complying, someone can register that in their head. A lot of people will be like, well, yeah, they can be shot. They can be killed. It's like, that is not the goal of policing. And that is not the job of ICE.
On top of, cops shouldn't do that. And ICE, like, in this setting, like, is this not just the equivalent of a pedestrian in, like, an open carry state feeling like they were about to get run over by a car and fucking pulling a weapon on somebody?
Right.
Is that not the exact same thing? And you would say, what the fuck are you doing? Just get out of the way. And they're driving so slow, you weren't in danger. Like, it's basically like, is he not just like a civilian shooting at somebody in self-defense, in quotes? Like, which is obviously it wasn't self-defense. Like,
He's like a federal government worker
Yeah.
just shooting a civilian.
yeah,
Is essentially what that
exactly.
is.
And it's the same thing. So this isn't the first person to die. Well, first of all, in ICE custody, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
But not even the first U.S. citizen
Citizen.
to be killed by an ICE agent, because there was a black man who died on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And so, like, they don't have
In
footage
LA,
that
yeah.
we can, like, go through, like, step by step and be like, here, we can prove her innocence 10 times over with this case. But Keith Porter was murdered by a different ICE agent, off-duty ICE agent, so doubly not a cop. Like, it's just so, like, he's not a cop already. He cannot, it doesn't matter. Like, he's basically just, like, a citizen taking his own gun and, like, shooting somebody for, so basically Keith Porter shot in the air when the new year came in, which, like, you know, don't do that, but it's also not a reason that you should get shot in the face.
I also want to say, ICE the only time ICE ever has jurisdiction or authority over a U.S. citizen is if the citizen is obstructing an ICE arrest or taking them into custody, whatever, or if they're witnessing a crime while making an ICE arrest. That's it. Those are the two things that they can ever do to a U.S. citizen. So that off-duty ICE agent, by the way, still just a fucking civilian.
Yep.
Just went and killed somebody.
Yeah. And took his gun that he got with your taxpayer dollars, because it was his ICE-issued firearm, too. Not even a personal firearm, and he just murdered somebody.
Yeah. Conservatives are such cucks because they pretend to care about what their tax dollars are used on, but they're just like A-okay with paying tax dollars on guns that shoot them in the face.
Yeah.
Like this, it's insane. You're paying taxes to your government to ostensibly do anything at all for you, to serve you in even the most basic ways, pave your roads, exist, have cops, but instead it's just buying guns to shoot the citizens in the face.
Yeah. And literally, I mean, we didn't look up the ICE budget, but I remember the last figure I saw was $70 billion.
That's probably between 70 and 100 billion. And it also literally could change by the day because Donald Trump, I remember reading Donald Trump literally just said the other day, actually the military's budget's going to be 1.5 trillion instead of 1 trillion. And it's like, that's not how that works, but we're in La La Land at this point.
Dude, Maduro should not have been that fucking clean, bro. He didn't. But so yeah, and now it's like, what does the future hold now? Because like at a certain point it was like, not that we're winning, but it's like, okay, things are kind of swinging blue in a way or whatever, and then you see this and you're like, okay, well fuck.
Well, it's so shit because there was like, we had the Mamdani win, I forget Virginia's governor.
John, not John.
Was it that special election win with that guy who like
said that all Republicans should be fucking?
Yeah, he had his text leaked, and they were like really dark. They were very dark woke.
Yeah, but also like
he probably should have lost, but because
not even a fraction as crazy as what those fucking conservatives.
Yeah, it's just the average. It's just something that like Ben Shapiro was saying 10 years ago. That's what was in his text, and because it's a Democrat, it's the worst.
You know what? Trump said that he could stand in the middle of the street and shoot someone, and no one would fucking
like
care.
I said,
and he just did it. And I mean, he didn't do it, but he did it.
To do
I mean, bro probably wouldn't be able to hold a gun. I think he'd be able to squeeze a trigger with those fat fucking fingers.
Dude, you know how you have to hold your hands in a puzzle grip? Bro could not get a puzzle grip on his shit at all.
Yeah, we totally know what you mean.
Oh yeah, you guys have a shotgun. I'm so American. I'm like, y'all know the puzzle grip on a pistol? That's how you gotta hold it. Like this.
I've shot a shotgun and I've shot a rifle.
Oh boy, see, that's real country.
I don't think I've literally ever shot a gun.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're such a sensitive young white man.
Yeah.
I was.
Nobody give him a gun. No.
Yeah, you don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
But the point was, after those elections, it felt like, the Dems might completely sweep in these midterms, and like we have this momentum. And I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to like stamp out any hope and say, no, we are in control. No, we can fuck up your lives. And then you have all these milquetoast Democrats like fucking Schumer. Again, Schumer's gonna be mentioned every episode. Everybody.
I hate him.
Literally oust him for
even
real.
Even when he died, we'll still mention that motherfucker.
Yeah,
if we're still making this podcast.
He is a problem. They should be on this. Tim Walz should have more of a backbone. They should be messaging over and over again about how this is awful and how they will change this.
I know
Tim Walz. I have so much
about
for Tim Walz, the fucking person running with Kamala Harris, and it just kind of became her, I guess, because he became such a coward. Like his statement right after it was so he. In true Democrat fashion, he did not miss a chance to immediately come out and be like, I'm activating the National Guard. Everyone was like, oh my god, are they going to do something? Are they going to show some spine and kick ICE out of the states and dare the feds to do something about it? And no, he was activating the Guard to make sure that no one started getting any ideas about their local Walmart. Don't start destroying any property when you're protesting a guy murdering. And just he enters into this. I almost wish we'd prepped the clip. I should have thought of it earlier, but it's fine. He goes he enters into this whiny, weaselly little, talking down at you voice where he's like, don't give them an excuse to declare martial law. Don't give them an excuse to stamp down hard. It's just like, what do you mean give them an excuse?
Right.
They don't need an excuse. They're just going to kill you. And like, what's the line that they're going to cross that you're waiting for? There's no lines left. They're just killing American citizens.
And again, why is the onus on citizens? It should be on the people that have been given these badges and put in these positions of power that should be reining themselves in. Why are we responsible for the short fuses of these fucking male monkeys, frankly?
Yeah, it's... Anyways, the same thing is happening in... Cut everything, it's over. The same thing is happening in Toronto, too, is there was, like, basically a pro-Nazi fucking rally.
It's very like Charlottesville, where as always...
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. Charlie Brownville.
Did you just, like, fucking...
I don't know.
Decimated your thoughts.
Yeah, sorry.
Right, like you basically have...
But you're saying that Canadians are 10 years behind, so they're doing their Charlottesville.
Yeah, we're doing
right
our
now.
Charlottesville, where we're seeing the Nazis march in the streets, and the cops literally march in fucking wedge formation, Roman centurion style, to keep them safe from anyone who might want to punch a Nazi. And it's just like, that's actually what we used to do. It's actually what we got the current world order. And just by killing a bunch of Nazis.
It's one of those things, too, where, like, violence is only when you throw feces at a cop.
Yeah.
It's not...
Violence is only when you spit on their SUV.
Skull.
Violence is only when you talk a bit mean to your poor ICE agent.
I might be racist, but you were mean,
Yeah.
and that's worse.
Yeah. Executes you.
And
yeah.
It's... Yeah. And then we've got, basically the Democrats running defense for ICE, and then we also have the Republicans cheering them on.
How does a mayor have more aura than Tim Walz? Like, you know what I mean? He went harder on this shit. Like, a person, I was talking to you about this earlier, Mitchell, but like, with just had a national presence, like was running for the VP, you would think he would have some fucking balls. But no, like you said, he probably
he was picked for his
Kamala rubbed off on him, and he was probably also scared because of his failure in the George Floyd protest, which Trump brings up, but that is true. He did shit the bed. And I don't know, maybe he's scared of that, but it doesn't fucking matter because it's, again, you're being condescending. You're telling people don't throw a fit. Just let them kill you.
Just let them kill you. Don't resist. It's the endless. What's the term I was using? I forget every time I try. It's the endless appeasement narrative. Endless appeasement. Keep appeasing the Nazis, and they'll leave you alone this time. We promise.
Yeah. And like I think, I always struggle with the line of like what violence is appropriate and when to do it, because you can't just burn everything to the ground all the time, even though you might want to. But it is a classic thing in history where violent revolutions end up being the pushing point to a better future. And then we look back on that history and we see that it was justified. We see that violence was justified in that moment, and we say, oh, that one was okay, but don't do it in the future. Mm-hmm. And we forget that, like, Stonewall was a riot.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's intentional. I mean, it's for sure intentional, right? It's because, oh, yes, that was good. They fought for what they believed in, but don't do it now.
Yeah.
And the Martin Luther King classic where he's so utterly whitewashed and peace-washed. Like, oh, he believed in peaceful process. And it's like, bro, how did he actually achieve his agenda? He got assassinated, and then at the time, the biggest riots in U.S. history happened. They low-key put the nation at gunpoint and said, either literally carpet bomb all your citizens or pass a goddamn civil rights act so that black people could, like, vote.
Are you gonna, like, police the violence of, like, civil rights activists? Well, people do. But, like, most people see that as good and necessary. And most people see slave revolts as good and necessary. People see that in retrospect, but they won't accept it in their current reality.
Well, it's different right now because if you comply, you won't get killed, right?
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah.
Fucking idiots, dude.
And to be clear, that's the liberals we're talking about. Conservatives are just like, hell yeah, kill everyone. It could never happen.
Also,
my family would never get killed by ICE.
We didn't even talk about that. Also, full immunity, apparently.
Oh yeah, full immunity.
I had not heard that.
At least J.D. Vance said it. I mean,
J.D. Vance said they have full immunity.
I heard that he hightailed it out of there because if you were to process him on a state level, Trump can't grant immunity. But if he's crossing state lines, it becomes federal offense.
And
then
cleared
we can
his
just
home out because he was
so
from there.
fucked.
So he knew. It's like he knew what he was doing. He went out there to fucking kill
somebody.
Somebody
Does. Mm-hmm. Like somebody knows how to cover their ass and go, well, the president's on our side.
Yeah,
so
they got lawyers on fucking.
We can do whatever we want. But yeah, if he was charged on state, I was gonna say provincial.
Yeah.
State offense, he could, JD Vance can do nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Trump can do nothing, but he's out of there. So,
but unfortunately, fucking Tim Walz is in charge, so neither the National Guard nor the local police were actually willing to do anything to resist this literal occupying army that, by the way, twice the size of the local police force was just insane.
which it doesn't even matter. Like, obviously that puts into scale of, like, how many officers there were and how that's just, like, abhorrent. But, like, when people say it that way, it almost makes me think it's like, it's two armies fighting, and it's like, no. It's the cops hiding in the police station while ICE decimates the city. Like, it's actually insane.
And the police come out to, like, stop the protest, but they won't come out to arrest a fucking murderer.
It's
and
the final nail in the coffin to any illusion.
Where's the good apples?
Yeah, any illusion that you had that police exist to protect, like, the community, as in the people in it. They're there to protect the property of the corporations that do business there.
The best part is they could run so many pro-cop campaigns with this. They could say, we're the good ones. If they were smart, they could be like, that was wrong. This is why we need more regular cops. Fuck ICE. Go police. Like, if any police force had any ounce of self-preservation, they would do that, and they would remove themselves from the, like, association with ICE, and they would be like, no, we're different, and we're better. And if they wanted to actually stand up to ICE, a lot of people would be super pro-cop.
I've been watching a lot of Hassan, but one clip I did see is that he's like, I would rep the thin blue line if they were standing up to ICE.
Absolutely.
I would too, dude. Come on, like
I will eat that egg. I will be like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll say police unions are worth it.
You know what, dude?
Another $10 billion to the LAPD. 10 more tanks.
Make New York the fourth biggest army in the world.
Let's go.
Fifth biggest isn't good enough.
No.
They need
And
to
you
be
know
bigger
what?
than the
Put
Chinese
Eric
Republic.
Adams back in office too.
Yeah.
Give him the Medal of Freedom. But like we can say these things because they're all hypothetical because they never actually happened. I think the clip that we watched was a police chief in Philadelphia who did like say that, and it was the first time I've seen. I think it was a sheriff. She was a sheriff, but
She was a fairy. Sorry.
yeah. I'll probably put it up on screen. He went up and actively was antagonistic towards ICE and said, and I believe her direct quote was, "We will not cooperate with them, and if you see ICE activity in your area, call 911," which has the implication that they will come,
take care of it.
and at the very least, be there on the size of the citizens and not let them just shoot people.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
Imagine shaking your head.
Like
because
I don't believe it.
because it's not gonna happen.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm really glad. I hope that whatever one county that sheriff is in that happens. I really hope so. But I have no faith in the cops, and like they're just gonna let this Gestapo roll through cities and fucking murder people and like illegally detain people.
Also, not just this guy. There was a married couple that was also murdered by ICE.
I did not see that.
I believe around this like a couple days ago. It's like, dude, January started and they got like
They were like, stats reset, gotta get them up.
Yeah, gotta get them up, dude. You need a couple of citizens killed. You know what? White women have been getting too bold.
Yeah.
You know what? Because there's a lot of this stuff on social media where it is a lot of white ladies because one, braver than white men. Let's be so fucking real. And two, they did at least have the institutional power to not get absolutely fucking destroyed.
For the most part, they do, and that's why this is so insane.
Right.
But you see right-wing media and right-wing politicians trying to other this woman immediately. Try to be like, no, she's not like you, conservative, sitting in your home. She might have been a blonde white woman who was an American citizen, but no, she was a dyke.
Yeah. What's really frustrating is that they do that every time, and it's like, okay, that still doesn't mean they should be fucking dead, or that it's a good thing that they're dead. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, let's watch this fucking clown talk.
Yeah, so what I'm referencing in particular is this Jesse Waters video of him, which has been making its rounds. Like, I haven't even been on TikTok much lately, but it's been all over my TikTok because of how fucking heinous it is.
The woman who lost her life was a self-proclaimed poet from Colorado with pronouns
Sorry,
on her body.
I need to lost her life. immediately charged language.
Why didn't she keep better hold of it?
Oh,
Should have bought a fucking air tag.
A 37-year-old white woman named Renee Good. The Daily Mail says she leaves behind a lesbian partner and a child from a previous marriage. She was a disruptor, though she considered herself a legal observer. But there's no evidence she had a law degree.
Yeah, well, Jesse, you're a fucking stupid bitch. I hate this guy. I hate Jesse Waters with, like, my whole heart. Like, I really, like, if there's one person I could fight, I mean, there's a lot of people I want to fight, but Jesse Waters is for sure one of them. His smug little fucking face.
Like, a woman was killed, was murdered.
Despite a law degree. Right? Not having a law degree.
Was murdered in broad daylight, after dropping her child off from school, in front of her wife, with her dog in the car, with her toys in the car, and he's gonna point out that she had pronouns in her bio, so she was, a lib cuck loser not one of us. Sorry, that was a bad. I'm just seeing red. I'm truly mad. It's like
I'm mad.
It's so horrifying seeing the propaganda machines just work into motion to just vilify and label this American citizen, because that's the point we're at now. Like, first they came for the illegal aliens is like 50 steps ago. We're just now at the point where conservatives will absolutely champion American citizens being shot in the face, white women, soccer moms. Like, before this, people would argue the most like protected class when it comes to police violence.
And again, I want to reiterate, doesn't matter. Her background doesn't matter. None of that shit he said fucking matters. But 0% matters. No one should ever take any of that into account when they're thinking about what happened here. Because it does not fucking matter. Her choice of partner, the amount of divorces she has had, doesn't fucking matter.
It's actually, to like just talk about that she's a lesbian and that she's like maybe been divorced before. So she's not like you and me. Like, we're way above that. She is a second-class citizen. That's basically what he's saying. He's trying to say, just like brown people, just like immigrants, she is a second-class citizen and does not deserve rights, does not deserve her life.
Right. Yeah, and because...
And it's so crazy because all these moralized, like, right-wing purity tests that you have to do to be a good and useful citizen, to not get shot by ICE agents, like, Donald Trump fails all of them. How many divorces does Donald Trump have? Like, how would his obituary on Fox News read? Divorced 3 times, built like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about divorce. Like, fuck you. Yeah. Like, and she's only divorced once. She's got fucking widowed from a vet. Like,
yeah, there's now a child who's lost both of their parents because of this.
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Yep. It's actually it's just so awful. And then just that fucking legal observer thing. It's like, I hope you understand how stupid you sound. That people know that a legal observer does not need a law degree. Mm-hmm. Legal is a describing word in that context.
The thing is, Jesse Waters knows that. He's saying that because his audience is fucking stupid. You wanna know how I know his audience is fucking stupid? Because I know some of his audience, okay? Mm-hmm. And they're fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. They're like, oh yeah, she doesn't have a law degree. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you didn't think about that because you don't think about fucking anything, dumbass.
And it's getting to the point that, like, cops and ICE agents can just fucking, like, lie to you, so it feels like you need a law degree.
Which, by the way, ICE agents are not by law not allowed to lie to you.
But cops
are. Cops can lie to you.
But they're lying to you makes you feel like you need to, like, read all your rights and understand everything before you go outside,
right.
Or in some cases not even go outside, so that you can know how to protect yourself and your community members, because there's so many rules and they are just arresting people for nothing. They arrested somebody, I saw a video, for hitting a ICE car with her hand, attacking it with her
most sensitive snowflakes you could possibly
No, that's property,
imagine.
Guys. We're defending property.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
that's the taxpayer-funded SUV that citizen paid for them to have and drive.
I don't remember if we said this on the pod or we were talking before, but being illegally in the country is a civil offense. So why are we entering homes with this amount of force and ready to deploy this amount of force to any of these people? Again, they're only supposed to take them to fucking court. Mm-hmm. Not to alligator Alcatraz, dude.
It is actually kind of insane that they even get weapons.
Yeah.
Most of the time, these people have not committed any crimes, and they are just they're just in the States not legally, which is a civil offense. It's the same thing as if your neighbor fucking sues you. You're not gonna if your neighbor sues you, you're not gonna get somebody.
You're violating noise ordinance.
Like, you're not gonna get somebody with a fucking automatic weapon on your back porch.
No. And then having to comply like they are off. These are citizens. For all intents and purposes, dude.
Yeah.
Again, food handlers get trained more than fucking ICE agents. The craziest fucking fact I learned today is that they train for 47 days because Donald Trump is the 47th president, and that makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, that was something we learned today. That was changed recently. That their training time was shortened from I think it was 6 months before or something. That was still pathetic when you compare it to any kind of other profession, in terms of law enforcement. Compared it to any profession. There's law enforcement professions in Europe that train for longer and don't get guns.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I might be wrong. I'm basing this solely on Brooklyn Nine-Nine of random comment. It's like a 9-month program to become a regular cop.
Yeah.
Down to 47 days. And we know how fucking dumb as bricks
and probably all they
cops
actually
are.
do is sit at home and watch Fox News clips.
Yeah,
that's their training. They try to make them more racist.
They're doing
empower
sissy
the
hip
racism.
now, but it's you must kill liberals or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Kill whoever J.D. Vance and Christy Gnomes tells you to fucking kill.
And it's just you guys, you all look fucking stupid, man. The guy, that clip of the woman following the guy and honking, and he's like, yeah, she keeps harassing me or whatever. You're getting harassed? And then on the ICE's the DHS's page for ICE frequently asked questions, there's one that says, why do ICE agents wear masks? And it says, because our ICE agents are frequently doxxed and harassed. Yeah, fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
They should be, because this is the Gestapo.
And I don't do cops are not very much liked by leftists or sometimes even liberals. They still just walk around. How have they been able to survive all these years?
It's also one of those things.
It's crazy to defend cops.
Yeah,
That's where we're at.
It's propaganda hour.
Yeah.
Blue Lives Matter.
You brought up
Blue Lives Matter. I did. Wow, what was I gonna say? I don't. Oh, most of the time, there is so much nuance to the amount of doxing that goes on the internet right now. I'm not about to have a pity party for fucking ICE agents. No. But also, most people who worry about being doxed, yes, they are worried about their safety, but the other part is losing their employment.
Yeah.
And that's not even a risk for these guys.
Because they're employed.
Because this is their job. Mm-hmm. So to act like their doxing is such a big deal, and it's just that they aren't held accountable. It took so long to figure out what Jonathan Ross's name was. Yeah. Renee's Good's information was out so quickly in comparison. Because her face is just in the videos, and it's just there. But it took so long, and when we were talking about the other murder that happened at New Year's, I don't think that officer is named. I don't think that's public information.
They actually said that when we looked at that, he was not named.
Yeah.
I don't think anything has happened in relation to that. I don't think any charges have been filed, and then just no one has gotten back to the people filing the charges.
Why would
they just refuse to give them up?
Immunity.
And to go back to that is its own separate thing. It is obviously different because, from my understanding, there's no video clips.
Yeah.
And it still should just be outrage. We don't need live video to say that this is wrong. Horrible and wrong. And but people just hear black man, he had a gun. And they just don't give a shit. There's so few networks covering that
Black
story.
Man and Gun gives people so many excuses to be violent. Anytime, it's really awesome.
People have just taken the concept of laws for so granted, and now we're seeing what happens when the average citizen does not value laws. They just care about their team winning and whatever their team says the narrative around the thing is supposed to be.
And when people are getting blasted in the face in their lives, they're not getting
and I don't know, maybe this is a weird way to swerve, but even though the average leftist does not give a shit about Charlie
We are Carly Church.
We are Carly Church. Charlie Kirk losing their life, there's still an overwhelming sentiment of this should not happen in a happy, developed, safe nation. Podcasters should not get shot when they're doing events at universities. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not the world we
Yeah.
want to live in.
Yeah, that's not the world anyone wants to live in, where you're in constant fear of being gunned down.
Yeah.
But that's just like the American way, is to be in constant fear of being gunned down, I guess. Will supersede anything else.
That's why I'm addicted to marijuana. Anyway.
In Minecraft.
No, in real life. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to return pretty soon.
I don't know. Should we bring up the document that we wanted to look at?
That
is very dystopian and depressing.
Immigrantjustice.org. So, I mean, the safety plan stuff is more dystopian. I don't think it matters. It's mostly this other next bullet point, but they're basically like, if you see ICE agents, hide. It's like it's a fucking hurricane.
It is dystopian when we're talking about this, because it's like, be prepared for you to just get disappeared by government agents. Provide your child's school or daycare with an emergency contact. Jesus Christ. Like, we're not talking about the fucking Wither, I don't know, some analog horror monstrosity that's gonna attack you. We're talking about the government agents that you're currently paying the wages of through your taxes.
So the Defend Your Rights section is interesting. It talks about basically just the rights that you have when you're being questioned or arrested by immigration officers. Basically says, stay calm and don't run, argue, resist, or fight the officer, even if you believe your rights are being violated or you're being treated unfairly.
I feel like Chuck
the
Schumer
reason, so the reason they're saying that is so that you don't come into bodily harm, which a lot of them don't give a fuck, but it's still, they're trying to, I think what they're trying to do is mitigate risk to the person that is reading this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they're,
I'm not blaming them, to be clear. I am saying it's dystopian that this is where we're at. And we're talking about this in relation to, again, federal U.S. agents. It is the government. You're paying taxes to them, and you are paying for the analog horror monsters that are going to rip you out of your car for no reason randomly.
And it says, keep your hands where police can see them and tell them if you need to reach into a glove compartment for a wallet to show your papers. That's normal, I guess, usually.
But this reads like what basically every brown and black person.
Oh, whenever you get pulled over.
America.
Yeah, I had to do this. I mean, I got pulled over almost 2 years ago at this point. That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm gonna grab my registration. The guy didn't give a fuck because he's a California cop, and they're still fucked up, but more lenient. He was just like, okay. Okay. Don't lie about your status or provide false documents. Right. Sure. If you are pulled over in a traffic stop, ask if they're police or immigration.
That's interesting.
From Immigration and Customs Enforcement or Customs and Border Protection. If they are immigration officers, follow these guidelines and what information to provide. If you are a U.S. citizen or lawful immigration status, show your passport, legal, permanent resident card, work permit, or other documentation of your status. If you're over the age of 18, you should carry your papers with you all at all times. I don't feel like a citizen needs to.
That's horrifically dystopian to read. We are at the papers place. This is Nazi Germany. You should carry your ID at all times so that you are identified.
This doesn't say anything about a license. I guess other documentation. Why the fuck would they not put a driver's license? That's scary. I need to have my fucking passport on me at all times.
Well,
this is also where it needs to be pointed out that the reality is that they will just decide not to care about your ID half the time. We have hundreds of videos of them just
showing it, and they're
illegally arresting American citizens that have their citizenship and are screaming that they are citizens. And JD Vance isn't coming down and personally saying, hey, no, they had their documents. This is a serious legal. No, they don't actually give a single solitary fuck about the rule of law.
Do you think people are calling ICE on people? For sure they are.
They are. It's not just the big stories we're seeing. Yeah. I think that most people don't like ICE now.
If someone's a citizen and they're going, how did they know that one DoorDash lady was...
They don't.
Well, they absolutely did.
But how do they even know about her? What details did they have that they were like, let's get her?
Yeah, so there's a reference to a viral video there's a reference. Diego's making a reference to a viral video that's going around, which is that somebody ordered DoorDash and the DoorDasher ran into the home of the person they were delivering to because ICE was trying to detain them at the time, and they weren't allowed to enter the home. And the question is, how did they? Because they were showing her license to the officers through the door. Yeah. It's a horrific video, and you can see.
It's really hard to watch. It's really, really
So
fucking-
I was crying watching
Yeah,
it, truthfully.
We're at the door-to-door stage.
And
The Germans are going door to door and separating families.
Mothers from their
and
children.
on this story as well, because it was actually, it was awful to watch, but like you could see this person who clearly doesn't want to support ICE, but doesn't know what to do because they have a child in the home with them, and they're afraid that they have guns, they're
And
pointing guns, their hands are on their weapons,
Yeah.
and this is just after Renee Good was shot, and she's
And
calling.
it's in Minneapolis too.
Yeah, she's calling her like
Local PD.
local PD, and they are just basically being like, yeah, you should like give her up.
Which they didn't have to do.
Yeah, like thanks Tim Walz.
Yeah, that was actually not true.
Tim Walz actually
Yeah.
intercepted the phone call
But-
and says, "Yeah, don't resist."
And I don't know exactly what they said to her, but like that seemed like that was their recommendation, and they were not going, oh, there's ICE on your property.
We're sending
That's
over a
illegal. We're sending over.
dispatch.
Yeah, we're sending over some cops to deal with that to make sure everybody's safe. We're gonna protect you as our citizen. Nope, none of that. And basically, the reason that she ended up, like, she was almost going to like send the woman out, but it seemed like her community members
There was a community watch, so she called them first, it seemed like,
Mhm.
and then called the PD when whatever happened. But there was a lady on the phone like being like, "Just calm down, we're coming," or whatever. So
Yeah,
it was a little-
and then the woman was actually more emboldened to.
She was almost gonna give her up.
Yeah.
And people in the chat were being really uncharitable because I think when you have these people at your doorstep, this is a random lady. It's not like someone you're hiding. And I'm not trying to say like you should give people up, but
Yeah.
I understand the lady's plight, dude. Like you
She's
don't
She
want
was
your
just
family to
suddenly
be
hit
harmed.
with that on a random
And she-
afternoon.
and she's a
She was just trying to get
2-year-old.
DoorDash. She was just trying to get food.
in her house, and like I get it, like the fear that like, oh, maybe they do come back with a warrant and they shoot me.
Yeah.
Or they arrest me, and like I get it. Like I'm not saying the answer is to give people up in that setting.
And of course I'm
But
not.
again, she doesn't know her rights. She's calling the cops to try and
And
figure
they're-
it out, and they're giving her nothing.
Yeah.
It's so awful. It's just putting everybody in this shitty situation.
She kind of exhausted what she could do.
Yeah,
in
and
that
I'm
sense.
so
And-
glad she didn't give her.
Me
But,
too.
like,
In the end, but literally, like my heart was in my fucking throat, man. It was really rough. And like hearing the ladies pleas in Spanish, especially like knowing, like it's just fucking rough.
Knowing
awful.
that she was.
Well, also
This
knowing
was
what
the
she's
difference,
saying.
yeah.
I think a lot of people hear that and they don't. It's like it's harder to like feel the humanity because they don't know. But like,
Yeah.
She was probably like this close to getting sent to fucking Guantanamo Bay.
thankfully
Which
so
is-
there is an update. She's fine. She's been released from ICE custody. She's not
Which
in a
is-
detainment center. So
which is
thankfully,
good.
Thank
But this
God.
leads to the next point about if an officer knocks on your door
Yeah,
and you have
so-
to know your fucking rights.
do not open the door. Teach your children not to open the door.
Yeah, that's a horrific sentence to read.
Which I was taught to not open the door to strangers. I would, especially if I was like home alone or anything like that. But not because of cops.
Cops. It would be because of
Again, it reads like analog.
kidnappers.
words.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Kidnappers.
Oh,
We don't have any of those.
Is kidnapping bad though? I don't know. That feels kind of
What?
like tone policing. Feels kind of against my free speech to not be pro kidnapping.
Right. No, I didn't think about that actually. I'm gonna write that down.
So they should have complied.
Officers must have a warrant signed by a judge or judicial warrant, which I'm just adding because I'm a smart guy, to enter your home. ICE warrants are not signed by judges. They are ICE forms signed by ICE officers, and they do not grant authority to enter a home without the consent of the occupants. So
I
that's why in that
believe-
video they were standing outside and they were just holding their guns. They couldn't go inside.
I believe, and we'll fact check this, but I believe it's the same about vehicles.
That
I
would
don't
make sense.
think that
'cause
they
it's
can,
not,
that
makes sense.
enter vehicles as well.
Don't suck on things. If you're outdoors and think you see immigration officers nearby, move to a safe indoor space. That's the one I was talking about. Like it's a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, like they're gonna tear through this.
This,
Papa,
I think this
we
is
must
the
go
worst
to the
thing.
cellar.
This is I think this was the worst part.
If you are a U.S. citizen and feel safe to do so, record the activity with your phone or write down any relevant information about what you witness. Always being careful to not interfere or otherwise obstruct the operation. Don't agree with that. Again, they're trying to mitigate risk here,
They're
not
mitigating risk. It's not their fault, but it shows
tell
where
you how to
we're
defend
at.
someone.
Yeah, because they will just decide that you existing and making them feel a bit sad is you obstructing the operation, and then JD Vance will go on Fox News and say that's exactly what happened.
This is whatever. Do not post unverified information on
I
social
don't know.
media.
The fucking president does it every day.
Interfere with the investigation or otherwise put yourself in harm's way again.
Yeah,
harm
like they're
mitigation.
saying how to stay alive.
And the
Yeah.
rest of this is
Yeah, I think that was
just
the
some
main
stuff
part.
if anyone
Yeah.
wants to just pause and look at that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that is an interesting source, and it provides a lot of, I think, context to what's going on, because literally it's not like yeah, you can, fucking bother them, film them. It's your right as a citizen. They're like, hide and cower.
Yeah,
Because
it
they'll
reads like
fucking kill you.
It reads like analog horror.
Yeah.
I can't say it enough. It's dystopian and horrific to read.
Yeah, it's like hearing the sirens come on. They're like,
Yeah.
citizens, enter your houses. That kind of shit.
Your houses. The creature has been released. The creature has been released.
We're being hunted by the most chopped people in history too. Like
the
not even
gravy
like
seals are
the
on
gravy
sale.
seals is crazy. Like damn, you couldn't even be attractive. All of you like just nasty fuckers. No
I'm
wonder you wear a
surprised
mask
we
and have
haven't
your buck
had.
teeth.
Yeah, I'm just surprised we haven't had like friendly fire instance yet, just because of how stupid they all are. Like you can
Actually-
see some of their trigger
Actually,
discipline and
I
some
think
of
there
their.
was
Oh, I
one.
haven't. We gotta
Maybe
fact
it's
check that.
I haven't substantiated it, but I think there was one where like.
Now let's say it. They're dumb enough. to
Hey,
do that.
fucking ice shoots
They
the
try-
friends.
Yeah.
Ice shoots.
Ice shoots.
Other.
My prediction for 2026 is martial law will be declared because an ICE agent shot another ICE agent.
Oof.
Dude.
That's not that far
And
off, dude.
it won't matter. It'll just still happen. It won't matter that people listen to Tim Walz and.
What a brave hero
destroy
that died
Walmart.
when an ICE agent dies. I can't wait to see the people talking about what a brave hero he was.
Yeah.
Probably dying because he was trying to like.
No, the right don't even care about their heroes. Donald Trump forgot. Donald Trump probably doesn't remember Charlie Kirk's name.
Well, Donald Trump didn't like that John McCain was a prisoner of war, so I don't think he cares about much.
Fucking Lieutenant.
Dude,
Bowes
it is
first
really
has
funny
a lot of opinions.
to roast someone. He's like, "Well, you're a prisoner of war." Like,
That's crazy.
You were a prisoner of
That
your
was first
ankles,
term.
bro.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that like beamed into my head like Jimmy Neutron.
It's just to be a guy who lies that he's 6'6" on his official.
He's already tall. Like, why do you have to be 6'6", you fucking insecure asshole?
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, again, state-sanctioned violence. It's so common that people just justify it. Yeah. They find ways to justify it. And again, I think it really is because this is unjustifiable. I think this is just our side, your side thing, and it's not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to turn if there was any justice in this, you would everyone would just be on the same side. Like, that's the thing where it's so blatant at this point. It's not just I feel like normally if it was just a regular cop and it was regular times, they would say, oh, he messed up, it was an accident, he got scared, kind of just they would admit fault in that setting and be like, it's just him, he was a little silly guy, we're gonna put him on paid leave, don't you worry about it. One of those bad apples we talked about, they would say it was an accident, and they would, frame it that way. But the idea that we're all watching the same video of him being beside her vehicle, shooting her in the fucking head, not caring about it. 3 times. We're all watching that, and some people are going, yeah, based.
Based. Mm-hmm. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. And again, if any of that happened to any of these people's moms, or any of these people, you know what their reply would be? Well, she wouldn't be in that situation anyway. It's you don't know that because of what's going on right now. You don't fucking know what they'll be. Because apparently just being in traffic is going to fucking get you slimed out.
Yeah. Exactly. They think she was a legal observer in this setting. They think that they were actively trying to engage in just observing ICE activity. But I don't think that's been confirmed. For all we know, they were just on the street.
Yeah.
And even if they weren't trying to observe, that exact same setting could have just happened. My understanding is there was mixed signals on being told to stay or to go. And again, they have no right to tell them to stay, even if that was the command. And also, I'm getting the fuck out of there if some masked man is pulling on my door. How is there no, there's always this oh, he was scared, this poor
Pussy.
guy. And there's none of the, what about her? You don't think she was scared?
No, she wasn't complying. And that's all they say.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't complying. She wasn't complying. There's no context because they don't care about the context. It's just.
So it just stopped recording, but we were pretty much wrapped up. It's fine. Fuck ICE. Drive safe. We love you. This has been The Basement Leftists.